Barbarian. Just the term seems to conjure up imagery in the head of heroes and fictional characters alike. Conan the Barbarian, Khal Drogo, Genghis Khan, all of the Khans, really. The Isle from the Wheel of Time series, Wolfgar, Beowulf, Alric the Goth, King Arthur. A lot of people have earned the term barbarian because of either their methodology in combat or the fact that they don't actually have a kingdom of their own or an empire of their own. They're just a tribe of people that banded together and oftentimes fight against the establishment. And therefore, most people feel that barbarians are not at all lawful. They may have their own laws or their own customs, but generally, it even says in the 3.5 handbook, the player's handbook, that barbarians are never lawful. They may be honorable, but at heart they are wild. The wilderness is their strength, or excuse me, this wildness is the strength, and it could not live in a lawful soul. At best, barbarians of chaotic alignment are free and expressive. At worst, they are thoughtlessly destructive. So, what is a barbarian to you? What do you think it means to be barbaric? What do you think of when you hear the term? Do you picture the world of fire and ice? Do you picture Westeros? Do you picture Conan in Hyboria? Do you picture the Isle Wastes of the Wheel of Time series? Do you picture Drizzt and his companions? Ulfgar and the frozen lands in the north. Do you picture the jungles? Are your barbarians from a jungle land? Or do you picture Beowulf? What do you think of when you hear the term barbarian? The handbook says that they're either from the frozen wastes to the north or the hellish jungles of the south, and that they're brave and even reckless warriors. They're known as berserkers and suspect them of mayhem, impiety, and atrocities. People don't doubt their mettle, though, and their value to those who would be their allies. Their enemies who underestimate them, they have proved their cunning and resourcefulness, their persistence and mercilessness to them. What does that mean in game? While in 3.5, you have faster movement. You don't wear heavy armor. You're illiterate. You need to spend 2 skill points to gain the ability to read and write languages that you're able to speak. You get the ability to rage, and you can stay upright when others would fall, among other things. Role-playing our barbarian can be challenging if you are a more thought-provoking individual. If you prefer charismatic characters, you can do a barbarian with charisma, and use intimidate and have your social skills be high for that. Barbarians are generally thought to be uglier and full of scars and that kind of thing. Is that what you guys think of when you hear barbarian? Or do you just picture a perfect specimen of muscle and height and weight distribution, just built for combat and war? And are they carrying an axe? Is it always a slashing weapon, or is it maybe a piercing weapon that they use, or a bludgeoning weapon? For me, barbarian just refers to the way they fight. Ancient, primeval, instinctual, natural. a fighter or a rogue like Swashbuckler might look at a barbarian and think that there is no control there. But oftentimes the weapons they wield are so much heavier that if you don't have control, you're not able to make the blows that barbarians can oftentimes land where others just cannot, hit the opponent. Did I miss any barbarians that you think of? Let us know in the comments below what you think about barbarians, and if it's something that you've played or you have a story you'd like to share about being a barbarian. I know there's a bunch of you out there. As always, remember to join the conversation. Thanks for watching. Dice and Decks, signing off.